The dairy farm system is incredibly circular. We have the cows. Most of the feed that those cows need is grown either on the dairy farm itself or nearby. The manure that cows produce is then used to grow the crops that are then produced to feed the cows.
Farmers are the ultimate recyclers, really. We are fortunate enough to produce the natural fertility needs here on the dairy. We then apply them to the fields prior to the growing crop. We harvest the crop to feed it to the cows. It can't get more efficient than that. That we have great resources to lean on, not only neighboring farmers in the industry, but industry leaders. You know, they're the ones that do all the research and collect all the data and help point us in the direction we need to be going.
Farmers participate in the research that the university does, in setting the goals and the infrastructure for sustainability. And part of that really does come from the fact that these are multi-generational businesses whose livelihood is really tied to the landscape that they work. They have a huge stewardship ethic and they're constantly helping us sort of push the envelope. Anytime you're at a dairy farm, you're going to come across people who really are experts in their field, and they work with researchers at Cornell and other institutions to help us really show in the real world what the best situation can be.
All of the crops that we grow predominantly go into dairy feed. Our plans over time have worked with our clients to move these plans in a way that moves all of that landscape and all of those individual fields into carbon sinks. And we do that because carbon in the soil system provides a source of resiliency to the entire system and to that field and to the crop production.
For us, environmental stewardship means going into each management decision or practice being really cognizant of the natural resources that we use each day. It is essential to us to have clean, fresh water for the dairy. We wouldn't be here without it.
We use science every day to take care of our farm. The water is recycled here. The water for this farm going to the manure separation, and always recycling the water for the rain for the roofs. Use the solid manure in here for bedding cows. That's soft and fluffy. Cows love it.
So think of a manure storage kind of like a bank. Farmers use it to store their nutrients for an extended period of time until they're ready to use it. A lot of the ways like we do with banks and our money. We put our money in the bank until we're ready to use it. So farms use the manure storages to store all of their nutrients until it's time to appropriately use them.
The cows produce manure, they produce the milk, of course, that we use for food. And the fact that we produce so much food here in New York with a minor part of our statewide footprint is really important to remember.
So the haulers have a very close relationship with the farms. They're there on a very regular basis, some of our farms up to 5 times a day. Haulers are using the latest equipment as much as possible. We've pushed efficiencies on the assembly of the milk, which means more milk capacity at the farm. The plants have also now been realizing some of the benefits of that because now they're processing fewer trailers through their plant.
Here at OACA we produce ready-to-drink beverages, which is iced coffee, energy drinks, protein drinks. We produce powdered milk, we produce butter, we produce evaporated milk in multiple sizes. Upstate's actually owned by dairy farmers. Our goal is to consume less water within our operations. So part of our evaporation process, we're actually evaporating water out of the milk. That water is then used to go to what we call a cow water tank. That cow water tank then feeds our boilers, which then creates steam and helps us to make more product. As a cooperative, we're committed to doing our part to make the dairy industry more sustainable.
I believe dairy has a tremendous opportunity to be part of the solution.
Really, my big picture mission is to help farmers be the solution to environmental sustainability in the New York and Northeast.
It's paramount for us that we treat that natural resources with the utmost integrity and respect so that we can be here for another 100 years.